back. So saying please and saying thank you are timeless tips for etiquette. But when it comes to manners around the office, a lot seems to be changing. Joining us right now is Myka Meier. She is the founder and director of Beaumont Etiquette. Myka, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, so you specialize in business etiquette. How is business etiquette changing?
It is evolving every day. I think the biggest difference from even just 5-10 years ago, it's gender. Gender is a huge issue, and it's something that is evolving to the point where we treat everybody the exact same. So whoever opens the door for who, it's all about respect. If I want to show respect to you, whether you're a man or woman, I open the door for you.
Right. That's a good point, because in the past people think, oh no, men open doors for women. Right.
Exactly.
So you've worked with Fortune 500 companies. One of the worst etiquette blunders they ask you to address is being on the phone during a meeting.
Yes, I hear this all the time.
Phone during a meeting?
I hear
talking or even texting?
Texting in a meeting, scrolling through articles, sending messages. So I will say, if it happens, keep it brief. If it's a call, take it outside. Right. Very simple. Show respect to the person that's in the meeting with you.
So that's the biggest blunder when you're in a meeting, and you could be in a meeting with a lot of people, but if you start going through your phone and scrolling through.
Exactly. And if you've ever been on the receiving end of it, it's quite frustrating to see somebody when you're talking not paying attention.
Yeah, it's a good point. So another faux pas you frequently see is bad table manners during work lunches.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so this is an important one, because I would say just know the basics about table etiquette, because if you're too concerned about which fork or knife to grab, you can't pay attention to the conversation. You're not having good conversation. Or if you're using bad table manners, that's all the person's paying attention to, and you're not going to close the deal. You're not going to make that successful business lunch.
So business people notice that, the manners at the table.
I've had CEOs say I didn't hire somebody because of their table manners. I couldn't trust them with a client.
Wow. All right. That's an interesting one. Being late to meetings is obviously an issue. That's for the longest time. If you're going to be late for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, what do you do?
Happens to the best of us. If for every minute you predict you'll be late, give 2 minutes notice. So it's a good rule of thumb, even for conference calls, because you don't want that person listening to elevator music. Just give them the heads up. Yeah,
that's a good point. Social media considered to be part of having good manners these days?
100%.
How is that?
And I always say, if you don't want your future boss to see it, don't post it. Be conscious of the hashtags you're tagged in, because people check this kind of stuff out now. Up to 65% of people will Google you, which includes your social media.
Yeah, people want to know what you're talking about with your followers.
They want to know the real you.
Of course, they want to know the real you. That's a good point. Making a good impression is important when you send an email.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Okay, so formality. People with texting now, they use text language to send emails. So for formal emails, it's dear whoever, or good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and then a sign-off is best regards. So no hi, hello, or little text chat emojis. So for formal email etiquette, we want to stay away from all those things.
So even like if you do LMK, let me know. Don't do that in an email.
For formal emails, yes, correct. And always the most senior person's name goes first.
All right. For college students trying to land their first job, you recommend having a great handshake.
Yes.
All right, so you got to show me this one. What is a good handshake?
Okay, so it's right. We always stand.
Oh, stand up.
We stand. Eye contact, right to right. 1, 2 in business, or 1, 2, 3 with social.
Oh my goodness.
Nice, firm, and assertive.
Why is 1, 2 with business?
Because you get straight to the point. Come in, straight to the point, and then socially, we have a little bit more to talk about.
Oh, okay. So eye contact is important.
It's huge.
Why? Do you think people always notice when you don't look in their eyes?
Always. Yeah. Always. It's one of the big pet peeves that people say is, oh, did you want me to introduce you to that person that you're looking at behind me? No, you want to make sure you're connecting with that person.
I agree. There's a trustworthy thing about that if you're not looking in someone's eyes, that's it. What are you hiding?
Exactly, and it's your physical, it's like an autograph. It's your physical autograph.
Do you think these things have changed over time with things like social media, and you said gender in the workforce? That's also an issue that has made these tips evolve.
100%. I think, and it's continuously, every day I see a new topic that has never been addressed before. So etiquette is evolving with time, for sure.
We will leave it there. Myka, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Myka Meier joining us there. There is your business etiquette.